People want to know the answers to any number of these questions. What is happiness? How can I be happy? What if what made me happy before isn't making me happy now? You may have asked yourself these questions, or questions like these, at some point in your life. Lately, I've been asking myself those same questions, and so I set out to find answers. Inspired by the documentary, Happiness Is, I wanted to know what I needed to do to be happy and what I need to pursue in order to attain happiness. What I learned was that happiness, in its most organic form, can be found by simply doing the things you love and helping your body release needed chemicals into your brain. Today, I will be talking to you about the different happy chemicals we all possess and how we are able to activate and control them. When I have finished talking to you about these chemicals, you will have a better understanding of how you can alter your levels of dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and your endorphins, and how doing so will make you a happier person overall. The first chemical I will be talking about today is dopamine. Rather simply, dopamine causes the great feeling you get when you succeed at meeting your needs. Dopamine is the "I've got it" feeling. It releases when you successfully ride a bike for the first time, when you win a spelling bee, or even when you score a great parking spot. Your dopamine level rises when you achieve a goal, when you take steps towards a goal, and when your efforts are rewarded. For example, somebody who has just received a promotion at work probably has increased dopamine levels. So how can you raise your dopamine levels? You set goals and you achieve them. As you achieve them, however, you have to take a break to celebrate the little wins. Being too goal-oriented can be stressful, which leads to low dopamine levels. Even some things like finishing a crossword puzzle can raise your dopamine levels. There are so many opportunities out there to promote healthy growth of the chemical. The second chemical I will talk about is serotonin. Serotonin flows when you feel important and significant. Loretta G. Bruning, the author of Meet Your Happy Chemicals, states that you can't control the world and the importance it gives you, but you can train your brain to feel confident in your own importance, regardless of what others do. According to this, our serotonin levels are closely linked with our self-confidence. To raise our serotonin levels, one must feel confident in their minds, bodies, and selves. There are a lot of ways to train your brain to feel the confidence Bruning talks about. In an article written for Huffington Post, Tai Nguyen says, our brain has trouble telling the difference between what's real and imagined, so it produces serotonin in both cases. Because of this, you are able to produce serotonin not just from direct feelings of importance, but from indirect feelings as well, such as reflecting on past victories and achievements. Another way to release serotonin is to spend some time in the sun. Our skin absorbs the UV rays, which promotes vitamin D and serotonin production. Starting with a quick walk outside in the morning is not only healthy for you, but will also help raise serotonin levels and can jumpstart your mood for your entire day. The third chemical I will be going over today is oxytocin. Oxytocin creates intimacy, trust, and helps build healthy relationships. You will experience higher oxytocin levels when you spend time with someone you trust. To raise your oxytocin levels, it is important to enjoy the trust you have. Oxytocin is also referred to as the cuddle hormone, and an easy way to keep oxytocin flowing is to give someone a hug. Dr. Paul Zak explains that interpersonal touch not only raises oxytocin, but reduces cardiovascular stress and improves the immune system. Rather than just the handshake, go for the hug. There are also ways that you can raise other people's oxytocin levels. To do this, as well as strengthen relationships, all you have to do is give them a simple birthday or anniversary gift. The fourth and final chemical I will be talking to you about today are your endorphins. Endorphin is brief euphoria that masks physical pain. Perhaps the most well-known way to release endorphins is through exercise. When you exercise, the released endorphins interact with receptors in the brain that reduce your perception of pain. Nguyen states that endorphins are released in response to pain and stress and help to alleviate anxiety and depression. Endorphins also trigger a positive feeling in the body, similar to that of morphine. Another way to release endorphins is through laughter. Laughter is an everyday, immediate way to give yourself an endorphin rush. Sharing a joke with friends or posting a link to something hilarious on your Facebook page are great ways to increase your endorphin levels. You can also release endorphins by smelling and eating certain items and foods. Eating chocolate can help you relax and de-stress. Smelling vanilla extract can also raise endorphin levels. To review, today I shared with you the different happy chemicals we possess and different ways that we are able to release these chemicals in order to make ourselves feel happier and more content in every situation. Dopamine is the joyful feeling you get when you succeed at your goals. Serotonin is the delighted feeling you get when you feel validated, important, and confident. Oxytocin is the pleased feeling you experience when you feel safe and secure in your relationships. Endorphins are the elated feelings you get when you feel euphoric after a workout. And all of these together are the chemicals that add up to influence who we are and how happy we feel at any given moment. There are ways to stimulate and strengthen these happy chemicals. Pick something to do, be it laughing, taking a 10-minute walk in the sun, hugging 4 or so people, or even just finishing one crossword puzzle. Once you have decided to do it, continue to do it for 45 consecutive days. It may be difficult and seem like a long time, but doing this will help promote growth of these chemicals and will help you become a happier person with healthier habits. Thank you.